I kept sitting there saying, maybe I just don't get this guy, Kendall Lamar, and he won all these Grammys.
It was so bad.
How drunk are you?
Yeah, no.
Kendall Lamar, and he won all these Grammys.
Jimmy Carter came back to life.
I don't know what that was. That was cringe. She's right.
To turn off the TV.
Bro, I couldn't understand a word that was being said.
It was hard to make out what was actually being said.
So bad, Trump was hoping someone would shoot him in the ear again.
Kendrick Lamar's 12 minutes of rap was basically a musical grudge match. For me, it wasn't mass appeal. The music itself is not broad enough or well known enough to.
That was a good line. Was that Greg Gutfeld? He was like, the music was so bad, Trump wished he got shot in the ear again. That was a good one.
Reach generations now that Trump's president.
So again, these people have no idea what they're talking about, because most high schoolers and college kids know exactly who Kendrick Lamar is. They grew up listening to Kendrick. And then with this latest year of him.
That's not the Super Bowl audience, though. Yeah, I agree with that, but not the Super Bowl audience as a whole.
Drake starting beef with him and him getting into an all-out, drag-out rap battle or, diss track off or whatever you want to call it. And then having the Not Like Us smackdown, everybody knows who Kendrick Lamar is. So the idea that you're saying, this old ass fool on Fox News is saying, I don't think Kendrick breaks through to generations. Bitch, Kendrick is the reason that young white people took the streets in 2020, right? Kendrick, just like rap has done for generations, has actually not only for the Black community helped to channel the righteous rage of racial injustice and discrimination and over policing, just like, NWA in the 80s, or excuse me, the 90s. Kendrick did that for the kids who came up in 2014.
That's an interesting comparison I haven't made, just because it's a little bit outside the channel. If I had a music channel, maybe. But you could do it politically, comparing NWA, which I think actually would be a much better performance than Kendrick, to Kendrick. Kendrick is more, I think he's more pro rainbow and stuff. NWA was much more hardcore. And I don't know. I feel like NWA, they weren't doing stuff you could crip walk to. And I have to kind of look at that. I think I have to analyze the lyrics. I think I respect NWA much more than I do Kendrick. But I have to be able to articulate that. I just feel like they didn't glamorize the telling of the street stories. Kendrick doesn't all the time. I think Kendrick tries so hard to be pro-Black. And I don't remember NWA doing that. You know what I mean? They're just who they were. And to me, Kendrick just, every time I see him, it looks like he's trying to be a Black. He's trying so hard to be Black. He has the Buick GNX on there, and every optic is it's got to be so Black. I'm pro-Black. And even the diss against Drake was Drake is half white, didn't say that he was Jewish. That's interesting. He's supposed to be, Kendrick warms up to the Black Israelites who are kind of anti-Israel, but he doesn't do that in his lyrics. And Drake is not really half white, he's half Jewish, but in his diss, it was more about the Not Like Us half white part. Colonizers as far as America, not Middle East. He doesn't touch the Middle East topic at all. That is what turns me off a lot about Kendrick. Kendrick has a dope song. I mean, I played this for my wife. She was like, well, my wife was like, you like Kendrick? Give me a song. And he's got many songs, but I mean, actually, this is an old verse that Busta Rhymes just took from, this is an old verse that Busta Rhymes just, got from Kendrick for this album from 4 years ago, but it's dope. It's a Michael Jackson sample.
Yeah, I know. It's been a minute.
This is fire hip hop right here. I would have liked to see Busta do the Super Bowl halftime show. That would have been dope. Over Kendrick Lamar. I mean, he's not big enough in general, but let's vibe out to this for a little bit and then get to Kendrick's verse. Busta killed this too.
I wrote my first bars in the car with Stacy. How bizarre, my battle scars at large.
I didn't know it started with. Is that the full song? I didn't realize that the verse started with Kendrick. Let me bring it back. That's Kendrick starting it off. I thought Busta started it off.
I wrote my first bars in the car with Stacy. How bizarre, my battle scars at large would lace me. Big marbles, nigga. I lead this new generation, boy, don't argue with us. Marvelous beat selectors, authors, and novel spitters. And it's all for the literature. And it's all for the hideous, the nastiest flow, the chlamydia. I ain't afraid to say I need you, oh yeah. I promise I'll never leave you, oh yeah. My life is like 12 open mics of hopeless notes. I write for show my folks you like soon as the flow get nice. The poltergeist that scare MCs, my prototype forever. Read my share of D's and RIPs. You know my type of style is like my everything. Apparently my appetites, they famished, bite no hand that feed the culture. Vulture, die and bleed. Focus, hold his thoughts and dreams. Control his pen. Look over your shoulder.
You see, there's nothing in here. This is one of my favorite, recent verses. I mean, if you don't go back to his old stuff. And there's nothing in here where he's trying to force being black, really. I mean, maybe he's kind of hinting at it, but it's a dope verse. It's just straight up poetry, hip hop, braggadocious kind of stuff.
These lines and rhymes and things devote my time and mind. It seems from coast to shine, reminds the gold, the green, the growth that showed just what it means to grab your chord, divide the weed and fly before my vocals. For hip hop, look at my Ziploc bag full of goodies. You Chris Rock, hit the Pookie and pit stops. It's cool socks, baby. You a hell of a drug. Just
see, he used some black references in there with Pookie and stuff, but this is an old verse. I forgot where Busta, I read about it. Busta's like, I think they said he just got that verse from like an old verse, but it was dope. It rocked the beat well. And it wasn't this, well, I'm black. He does too much. It comes across as a tryhard. It comes across as fake.
Look over your shoulders when they fuck you over. It's love, I know you.
That's a dope beat.
Just look over your shoulders, honey. Just look over your shoulders. Just look over your shoulders, honey.
Look over your shoulder, get me. Cause I done bodied the game to the point niggas to rap with me. Kept burning to the anointing me, one of the kings of black history. And yes, I see the game is a little different. Niggas lack simply. Them bars and I spit them like darts till they puncture your kidney. You trash, your nigga, no matter how much you gonna try to convince me. You gon' make my gun cock and talk a whole nother way, yeah. I'm the Buddha, the Alibaba, the believer, maker.
So don't let anybody tell you that the hip hop is not an art form. Don't let anybody tell you that hip hop's not dope. You just haven't heard the right hip hop. It's like saying rock isn't dope. You just haven't heard the right rock song, or maybe it's just not for you.